Ms. Evans, the defendant is your former tenant, and it is your claim that when she left the premises after she moved out, you found substantial damage, that she had an outstanding utility bill, and that either she or one of her children took your cell phone when you were in the house making some repairs right before they moved out. The defendant rented your home, it was a home,
yes,
I assume, with her husband, and she has 8 children. The rent for the house was being paid by the government through Section 8 housing. The defendant was supposed to pay the security deposit. The rent on the house was $1,650 a month?
$1,595.
And she was supposed to give you a security deposit in the amount of?
$1,595.
According to you, she didn't have it all. You put her on a payment plan. She gave you how much of the $1,595?
$1,200.
And that the damages were far in excess of that?
Yes.
How long did Miss Davis and her husband and 8 children live in your house?
Her husband and her lived there 14 months.
And where did you go to?
When I moved out for a couple of days, I slept in my vehicle, and then I put my kids in a room, which is costing me $17-something a month.
Why did you move out when you had no place to go?
Because Miss Evans kept prolonging it. Like, she would call Section 8 and she'd say, give them an extra 30 days. February,
okay. So you say give her an extra 30 days. At some point, she told you that she wanted you to move.
Right, which was 2 weeks before.
Now, she was getting her rent from Section 8. Mm-hmm. So if she was getting her rent on time from Section 8, because the government pays, why would you think that she would tell you she wanted you to move?
Because she specifically had a problem with me after a while, because I had a...
So she had a problem with you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the problem was?
My children.
Okay, well, 8 children is a lot of children. What are their ages?
My oldest one is 15.
So you have 8 children between the ages of what and 15?
Oh, from my youngest is 4.
And are they all your biological children?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any sets of twins floating around in there?
No.
No. Well, you've been busy. So she had a problem because your children, I assume, they were either noisy or...
The reason that she had a problem with my children is because she would pop up to our house at 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning, waking my children up. They don't get up that time of morning, especially when it's the weekend. And she would push my kids outside. She has locked my kids outside before and sit on my couch, and have locked my kids outside of my house that we are paying for.
But you're not understanding, Miss Davis.
True.
I'm going to ask her the reason.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, there's a common sense thread. Mm-hmm. If you're a landlord and you have a house and you want to rent it for $1,600 a month and you're getting your rent on time every month, if the tenant isn't a problem, you wouldn't want them to move because that's your rental property. You didn't move back into that house, did you?
No, ma'am.
It's a business. So she's getting her rent.
Right.
So there has to be, in my mind, you know, I mean, she rented you the place, and she knew when she rented you the place that you had 8 kids, and she rented it to you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is you don't know the reason why, despite the fact that this is her business and she's getting the rent every month, that she still told you she wanted you out. Mm-hmm. So now you're going to tell me, Miss Evans, why did you want her out?
Because of damages to the property. Constantly going to the house, screen door tore up, holes in the walls, back fence broke.
Do you have photographs?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to take a look at them.
That's the day she moved out.
This is the day she moved out?
Yes.
Was any of this stuff there when she moved in? These tires and furniture pieces?
She accumulated them slowly.
Mirror not broken?
She broke it. There's a crack in it.
And this is the oven?
Yes.
How did the holes get in the walls?
All those holes and everything were fixed. I had to fix all that stuff in order to move out of her unit, because without passing the unit, you cannot move out when you're in Section 8.
Just show me where you fixed them.